a legacy. Yes, that is him, and he did it in Anambra State. So in terms of courage, one unfortunate thing in Nigeria is that because we have been governed by people who lack character, and so we now think that courage is when you now become a street fighter. We now equate courage to tout. So courage is now when you fight on the street, you hit people, you steal public money, and then you dare them that they cannot do anything. That is what so many Nigerians think it's courage. But that thing is not courage. It can be described as hooliganism. Somebody is a hooligan, is not courageous. Somebody that is fighting in the streets, using touts to, do all kind of things. That's not courage. That is not courage. So that is very unfortunate where we found ourselves in Nigeria. Obi once said that humility, patience, and tolerance, he said they are not weakness. He said they are actually virtue. And one unfortunate thing again is that so many people look at Obi's voice and Obi's calmness, they think that he is weak. That was the same thing that happened to him when he came to Anambra State. But when he began to do the unthinkable in Anambra State, they began to change their minds. So, and I believe that is also one of the things people see because of the way he talks. I keep telling people that name Okute, he didn't go to say, call me Okute. That name was given to him by force. And that thing is Okute Ndibo. It is not Okute Anambra, meaning it is rock, the rock of the Igbo land. And that thing was given to him as a chieftaincy title. He didn't choose it. And it was for a reason that that name was given to him, because they know he's a strong man. I remember when he was governor, I used to know a big man then, that each time he went to see Obi, and then he would come out, we would be talking, and this man would always be angry. And one phrase that he would always use is, Obi no dey hear word. Obi doesn't hear word. Peter doesn't hear word. So I didn't know what was the issue, but of course now I realize apparently only God knows what he was asking, and he wasn't getting. So that is Obi. For those who think that Obi is not courageous, they don't even know who Peter Obi is. So this man has shown courage in many ways. This man said things that nobody could say, just like what Aisha said. It was this man that told us about that it is the government people that steal oil. This man dared the establishment. See, for the fact that Peter Obi dared everybody upon everything, I mean against all odds, what else do you call courage? How do you describe courage? It is the same thing I was saying, because we have come to think that courage is being bullied, that courage is being tout, or practicing hooliganism is now what we call courage. A man dared the establishment. A man dared two established parties. You say he doesn't have courage. So this, for the fact that this man, dared the establishment, still dares them till today, that means that this man has a lot of courage. And then when you also look at the Anambra case, we all know what happened in Anambra. This man was the first person to finish his second tenure, or 8 years in Anambra State. It hadn't happened until Peter Obi came in. And everybody knew what he did. He dared again the establishment in Anambra State. There were powers that be, just like what Aisha explained. And this man was able to pin them down and govern the state effectively. And he paved the way for others that came after him. In all I'm saying is that Peter Obi actually is the type of man that Nigeria needs. Come 2027, may God help all of us to stand behind him, to support him, to ensure that he emerges as our president by the grace of God. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.